You want a luxury sports sedan that looks good, has a bunch of features, is beautiful inside and out, and doesn't cost a bunch, so you're checking out Genesis's G70. However, you also do a ton of driving, and you want to know what sort of numbers you can realistically expect on the highway. Well, then this video is for you. Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got the real-world highway fuel economy test of the 2022 Genesis G70 3.3 Turbo. We're going to head out on the highway and do 50 miles out and 50 miles back, averaging 70 miles per hour, to see what sort of numbers we can get here in the real world. But before we do that, let's hop out and take a quick look at it. Stepping out in a little bit of rain, this shouldn't keep up. The beautiful Genesis G70. Facelifted here for 2022. Some softer looks. I like how Genesis is going a bit soft. Too many cars are way too aggressive and angular and grrr these days. So it's nice to see a little bit of a softer approach. I respect Genesis for doing that. I like a lot of things about the G70. If you want to hear more on the whole car, check the links in the description for our full review. And if you want to see an individual review for this 15-speaker Lexicon audio system, check the link as well. Now, if you don't want to see any of this stuff at the beginning and you just want to get to the number, I'll do you a favor and I'll put a timestamp in the video right to where we actually calculate our final figure. All I ask is that you hit that like and subscribe button in return, or maybe even better, just let the video play so we can get a little revenue for it. But I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing if you're just looking for the number. So why do we do this test? Well, the EPA's highway fuel economy test, which gives this G70 25 miles per gallon, that test only averages 48 miles per hour. We know there are people who take their vehicles on long road trips and would like to know what sort of numbers they can realistically expect in the real world. So in order to do that, we're going to head over to the pump here, fill up, head out, do 100 miles on the highway, come back, fill up again at the same pump using the same 3-click fueling method, and get a result. A few things to note for today. Outside temperature is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. This rain is not supposed to keep up, so I'm not too concerned about that. Tire pressures have been set to their door placard, 38 psi front and 36 psi rear. And we are going to run the climate control at 73 degrees auto. Yes, this is going to use the air conditioner, but we got to be comfortable in here because that's how people drive in the real world. All right, let's hop out and fill it up. Regarding octane number, taking a look in the manual here, it says using unleaded gasoline that is lower than octane number of 91 could result in loss of engine power and increased fuel consumption. So therefore, we are going to use 91 octane for this test. That being said, there's nothing on the fuel filler cap or door or anything that says 91 octane. So keep that in mind if you're driving a car like this. Always worth checking the manual. And also, we're paying $4.20 per gallon for premium fuel. So it would definitely help us out if you considered hitting that subscribe button. Like, we don't often beg for likes or anything like that here at Daily Motor, but when we're shelling out big money for premium fuel, it definitely helps. Before we actually start the engine, we're going to throw the car in accessory mode so we can reset our trip computer. We're also going to reset our GPS. Got the car in Eco Drive mode. There's also Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and Custom. Get our climate control going at 73 auto. We're ready to begin. We're going to take it nice and easy over to the highway. It's about half a mile away. Pick up the test from there. Typically, we would never do a highway fuel economy test in this kind of rain, but this is just a small cell coming over us on the radar. It should be cleared up, honestly, probably by the time I'm done talking to you here and we get going on the highway. But this is a good chance to tell you about the Daily Motor membership option. So if you really appreciate these tests, if you want to help us out paying for that premium fuel, you can sign up and become a Daily Motor member. That'll get you access to videos for members only, and depending on your membership level, you'll also be able to recommend tests for the cars as well as individualized sound system tests. So if you like the sound tests and you're getting sick of the same songs, video in, video out, you can sign up to become a member and then listen to the customized songs that we have for all the vehicles. So hit that join button if you want to help us out. We would appreciate it. Like, the goal of this test isn't to hypermile, but rather to drive smoothly and efficiently as one might on a highway road trip. So we're getting up to highway speeds here. We're going to set our cruise control at a GPS indicated 72 miles per hour. The G70 has a pretty good adaptive cruise control and an excellent active lane keeping feature. So this trip should be nice and easy as soon as this rain dies off. According to our speedometer, we're about a mile per hour above GPS, so we're going to settle in at about 73. You can see the rain is already letting right up, and you can see blue skies ahead, so should be in good shape. This 8-speed transmission seems to be settling down very nice. We're at about 1700 RPM at 70 miles per hour. Pretty good numbers there. You still hear the engine a decent bit, but it's not a bad sound. Alright, skies are clearing up and we are ready for our test. So we're going to catch up with you at the end, and in the meantime, enjoy this time lapse of the entire trip. Coming into the end of the highway fuel economy test here in the 22 G70. Been a perfectly great highway companion. As I said at the beginning, this active lane keeping system that Hyundai and Genesis has works so well. You can pretty much just cruise right along, and I mean, obviously you still have your hands on the wheel, you're still paying attention, but it does a lot of the driving for you, and it makes it really darn nice. The sound system is quite good. We've got our review shot on that. And we're getting 28 miles per gallon, which is not spectacular, but you know, we're rocking 360 some horsepower, 370 pound-feet of torque. So this is a beefy engine. We've got some performance tires, but something from Germany would definitely be doing better. Also, with all the highways under construction around Michigan and summer traffic and people driving fantastically, as always, we just have not been able to average the speeds that I'd like. So 69 miles per hour average for this test, not quite up to 70. Hopefully next time we can do a little better, but even running the cruise control at 73 miles per hour for a while, it's too much slowing down. There's too many interruptions. So we're gonna have to start running this test in the middle of the night or something. But anyway, we're gonna make it back to the gas station here, fill up at the same pump as we started at, and get our result. Rolling in at 28.2 miles per gallon. Let's fill it up. 3.407 gallons going in. 95.4 divided by 3.407 is giving us 28 miles per gallon flat. So still a decent bit better than EPA, but not quite what you'd want to see out of a sedan. Kind of starts to beg the question. I mean, if you're tacking on all-wheel drive and this bigger motor and everything, I mean, you gotta start considering what you could get with an SUV. But don't get me wrong, the driving dynamics for this G70 are great. It's got a lot of good things about it, but if you're gonna be putting on a lot of miles, you just gotta consider you're gonna be paying a little bit more for that premium fuel and that not fantastic fuel economy number. We do have a 15.8 gallon fuel tank in here, so 15.8 times 28 miles per gallon. It's giving you an effective cruising range of 440 miles, so also not a bunch for this class of vehicle. So thank you all so much for watching. One of the few things that the Genesis slips up on, fuel economy, but a lot of other things it does really, really well. So if you want to see more on the G70, check the links in the description for our review and our sound system demo. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.